I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is Dinner DeeAs. Ideas for what you could be eating tonight. How about pan-seared duck with a berry compote and carrot puree? And we'll have it on the plate by the end of the show. It's so quack. I mean, quick. Welcome into Dinner DeeAs. We're just not here on your TV every day. We're also on social media. Hi, social media. If you're not following us like all the cool kids are on Instagram, you're missing out there because you can find us at Dinner DeeAs. It's where we post sneak peeks at what's coming up on the show and where you can message us, which is exactly what Baltimore Barbie did. She said she's thinking of doing duck and wanted to know if we had any shows addressing it. Well, you asked, we delivered. We asked back our friend, Salimar's executive chef, Jonathan Rodriguez, to share his duck recipe. So great to have you back here in the Dinner DeeAs kitchen, my friend.
It's a pleasure. It's always like home coming back here, you know?
I love it because we're not asking you just to make the pan-seared duck, but also you're going to be doing a beautiful berry compote and a carrot puree. All of this sounds really, really fancy and complicated. But you're going to be able to say that this is, to everyone watching, easy to make, right?
Oh, it's very easy to make. So what we're going to start with is the carrot puree, of course. I like to do a little bit of garlic in the pan. And then we're going to add, whether it's your canola oil or your vegetable oil, your choice. But what we're going to do is that we're just trying to get the carrots that we're going to put in here. And we're going to saute it. It's just a nice enhancement because it gives it just a little bit more impact on flavor.
And this is just raw chopped carrots, low heat.
You're gonna add a little bit of salt and pepper, okay? We have cinnamon as well. Okay. The cinnamon right now, you know, for a duck product, you know, it gives it that nice enhancement. You know, you think of duck, you think of the forest, you know?
Totally.
So that's where we're trying to hit. All the berries are in forest, carrots, you know, not
but
too
there's
crazy.
the warmth that comes through with
man.
that cinnamon there. I like
absolutely. it. Absolutely. So what we like to do is just add a little bit of that cinnamon in here. Okay. And then we're going to open this flavor tremendously.
So, I mean, these are ingredients that you have already, probably in your pantry too. I mean, you got the cinnamon inside the pantry. You got some garlic that you could be able to chop up, the oil that you already have as well. Come on.
Correct. And
I mean, all the good carrot too.
I mean, a lot of people are making French toast, so they got to have that cinnamon.
They got to have it. You already have it.
So here we are going to add 2 cups of heavy cream. It can be either milk or it can be heavy cream.
Okay.
Preferably, it's your decision, your choice.
Oh, I got it. Just a little whiff of just that cinnamon right there, and I'm like, okay.
Hit you on the nose right there.
I love that. It is such an inviting scent too, you know?
It makes you feel, it makes me feel like I'm home with my mom.
Oh,
you know?
totally.
I just smelling that cinnamon, I knew something was going down in that house.
There you go, there you go.
Now that we've just put everything in place, it's just now gonna let it reduce.
Okay. For Chef Jonathan's recipes for his pan-seared duck with the berry compote and the carrot puree, go to our website, dinnerdeeas.com, where we have the recipe ready with all the ingredients that you need. What's next?
So now we gotta do the berry compote.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna get you a little bit involved. We're gonna get that orange and we're gonna get the lemons, right? Okay. So as you can see, what he's doing right now is that he's opening up all those juices that are inside. And it's just a nice little quick technique. And you could do it for lemons, limes, oranges, anything in it. And we're going to do 2 lemons and then we're gonna do 2 oranges. Okay. And we're gonna be able to juice it out. Add water, sugar. So our raspberries, our blackberries. As you can see, you put what you feel is right. I'm gonna put what makes sense to the dish. Okay. I have people that, you know, really truly enjoy the berries. So they'll pack with a lot of berries and you know, you got those great antioxidants, right?
Absolutely.
So we're gonna just hit those berries in there and just give it that nice diversity of color. And then we're gonna reduce it down. We're gonna take some of that delicious lemon and lime and orange juice that you just did.
And you just said 2 lemons and then 2 oranges.
Yep, and then we're gonna get that citrus, because that duck's gotta pop, you know what I mean?
And all by hand, folks. This is the workout of the day. You're seeing this right here. Just for you guys at home here. This is
we're gonna take that.
Fresh squeezed juice. Who wouldn't like that in the morning right there? Come on now. Well, our sauce inside simmer, we're taking a break. And when we come back, Chef Jonathan shows us how to pan-sear a delicious duck just right ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. Even though I saw a sign nailed to a tree saying it was wabbit season with a duck and a rabbit fighting over it, it evidently is duck season. Sharing his recipe for pan-seared duck is Sally Mar's executive chef, Jonathan Rodriguez. Before the break, we started our side of carrot puree by simmering chopped carrots with garlic, cinnamon, and heavy cream, and a beautiful berry compote with water, sugar, berries, and hand-squeezed lemon and orange juice. Free tickets to the gun show, everybody? That's right. Now, our main event, our duck dinner, though.
Our duck. This is our beautiful duck breast. It's not hard to find duck. You know, ducks actually, I feel like it's more of a cultural thing.
It's changing. It's becoming more embraced. It's a little bit more approachable, and you can find it in some great retail options now.
Absolutely, and you know, and that's the best part. So when you're seeing the duck, don't feel like you're scared of it. Just understand that this is just a beautiful value piece of gold.
But still respect it, because it is a valuable piece of gold, so there's value associated. This is for something that's like a whole, like, nice night, you know, to have at the house. This is the whole, like, hey, I want to do this to the next level, because, like, hey, you could do a chicken, okay?
Understood.
I don't want that as a bird. I want duck.
This is going to seal the deal.
This is going to seal the deal. All right.
All right. So right here, what we're going to do is we have a beautiful piece of, you know, duck breast. What the most important thing is scoring it, right?
And what's the purpose of scoring?
So scoring it is just going to actualize the fat and be able to render, and it just gives it a better flavor profile for that crisp.
Sure, you know? Sure.
But you don't want to go too deep. So as you see right here, I don't go too deep into the meat because I don't want to
just go straight to that flesh then.
Just straight to the flesh, right?
And that way then it also stays flat too. So that way as that fat starts to render out, you have an area there, so that way then it stays nice and even when it has and hits that pan. So scoring is a very important process.
And you know, we can be a little more fancier, and if you want to be fancy at your home, you know, you just cut right
doing
down.
The little diamonds over here. We go from having gold here to then having diamonds. I mean, we are stepping up tonight, everybody.
This is only for the viewers. You know?
This is for exactly. This is the whole like get the kids over to the grandparents' house. Then
so for sure. So duck is typically cooked in a nice. You have to start from cold pan.
Now, what's the purpose of starting with the cold pan then? So because like we're almost thought, you know, we start with a warm pan for like anything that's going to be hitting a protein going into a pan. But duck, not that. Why?
No, we need the fat from that duck. We need that duck to be rendered, and when it renders down, it's almost like it's just frying itself. It's crisping in its own flavor profile.
Slowly bringing it up. But slowly doing that process.
Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to season it, of course. We're going to hit it with a little bit of pepper.
Okay. And just simple then. Just sounds again
simple.
Salt, pepper here. Okay.
Right. Some people like to hit it with a different type of flavor, mustard. I've seen it. You know, mustard powder, but that's not me.
I want the duck to shine.
I want the duck to shine. Exactly. So we're gonna start in our cold pan. Okay.
Any oil?
No. We're not gonna hit any oil because this duck is gonna give us that oil.
It's going to give us all that beautiful fat that's just going to render out.
And what we're going to do is that we're going to get the temperature around mid.
Okay, so we're going medium?
We're going to go medium.
Medium heat, okay.
Start it up, okay? And then we're going to just place this duck.
Skin side down.
Skin side down.
Okay.
Okay? And you know, we don't want to leave this one probably long.
Come on now.
You know, it's unacceptable.
Yeah.
So
someone's going to have to eat it.
Somebody's going to have to eat it, right?
I love it. For Chef Jonathan's recipe for pan-seared duck plus his carrot puree and the berry compote, go to dinnerdiaz.com. Just get your phone, open the camera, and point it at the QR code on your screen, and a link will pop right up. Look at that.
We're gonna flap this bad boy right here. Look at that duck, just being all beautiful and everything.
I love it.
So as this duck is gonna be rendering, right, and we're gonna be cooking it, we're gonna obviously get it to a nice GBD, as I would like to say, golden brown delicious.
Golden brown delicious, the GBD.
The GBD.
The GBD.
Not the heebie-jeebies.
Not the heebie-jeebies, but the GBD.
The GBD.
Okay.
And some people ask, why doesn't it hit the heat? You know, and I've seen them, it's just scorches so fast. And you just ruin the product, you know? You don't want to pay something so valuable.
Yep.
And then you're trying to impress, and then the only thing you're gonna have to do is give that bottle of wine now.
And that's all you got, you know? Like, you don't want that part.
No, absolutely.
All right,
so we're gonna switch to the carrot puree.
Okay.
Really quick, and then just wanna check it, so we're gonna check to see if it's tender.
Okay.
Right, that's what is the main goal. It's just like potatoes, right?
Yeah.
So when you're cooking potatoes, you see how it just automatically... Fork tender, and that's just what we're looking for on that side. And this is looking pretty good. So as you're hearing, and now you're smelling.
Now you're getting a little bit of that sizzle right?
Don't bother it's not going to cook faster.
Patience is a virtue.
100%.
Especially when it comes to duck. And look how much fat is now rendering out here.
This dish right here, again, people get scared away, but at home, we're going to make you a master in this.
And that's the cool thing about it, too, because all it takes is one dish to say, hey, I got this, okay? These were really simple ingredients, okay? You can do this, my friends. You can do this. We believe in you right now to be able to do just that.
So you're starting to see a little bit of smoking. We don't want it to smoke too much, right? So now we're going to try to pay attention. And you see that GBD right there?
That right there.
That's what we're looking for.
Look.
And we're gonna just take this.
Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
And
that's gonna have just a beautiful, beautiful crust behind it too. And that's just gonna really.
So now what we wanna do is that we're gonna pop this bad boy, right? We're gonna let this go. And it's gonna go for about 2 or 3 minutes. You just want it 2 or 3 minutes. On the bottom, nothing too crazy. All right? And then we're gonna take that fat and we're gonna separate the fat.
Okay.
Okay? So
we're gonna reserve. We're gonna
reserve. So we're gonna take this pan over here. Place it right here really quickly. And we're just gonna place the fat in there.
Oh,
liquid gold.
Liquid gold. I love it. I love it.
But you gotta enjoy.
And I mean, think
put
about
this bad boy back.
That was just 2, and look how much we really actually have in there, guys. I mean, it's moving around, and you can see all that movement happening. And this is a deep, actually.
Yes, this is
a bowl here.
Thank you.
Thank you to the duck gods.
Thank you to the duck gods. So right now, what we're gonna do is, like I said, we just wanted to go for that little bottom sear.
Yep.
And it's not gonna cook it all the way, but it's gonna give it that nice sealed in the bottom for flavor. And then we can pop it in the oven.
Perfect.
So then we're ready to go from here.
Perfect. So we're gonna let that finish up. We're gonna put our duck into the oven, because we're gonna take a quick break. And when we come back, how to turn our simmered carrots into a perfect puree ahead on Dinner DeeAs. It's Duck Day on Dinner DeeAs with a return visit from Sally Mar's executive chef, Jonathan Rodriguez. He's sharing how to make the perfect pan-seared duck with a berry compote and carrot puree. And before the break, we seared our duck in a cold pan, a very cold pan, which is very important because we finished it into the oven. What temperature are we looking for?
So the temperature we're looking for is 135, which right here we're looking at a beautiful, perfect.
And it smells absolutely fantastic.
Absolutely. So right here, we're gonna let it sit and do the best thing that it does ever is just sit here and be sexy.
And just let it be sexy. And what's really nice is that, because that fat is still going to almost naturally baste itself too.
Correct.
As that is just going to just let that be. Well, we can focus our time now on our carrots.
So our carrot puree, the best way of thinking about a carrot puree is pretty much like baby food, but an adult version, right?
Baby food for adults. It tastes delicious. You will absolutely love it.
So what we're doing right now for here is that we're separating the carrots from the actual liquid. We don't want too much liquid.
And these were just raw carrots that we cooked, heavy cream, a little salt, a little pepper.
A little cinnamon.
And a little bit of cinnamon.
And garlic.
Simple. Yeah. Simple flavors that you probably already have in your pantry, and you didn't even think about doing it like this.
And that's
why you need us, folks.
Correct. This is right here. So we're gonna add all those carrots from the base, and we're gonna add a little bit of liquid.
Now, how important is it, because like I see you with the ladle here, how important is it just to not throw it all straight into your blender, but to know, hey, I'm really just wanting to get the carrots out and reserve the liquid, because you can make a soup, right?
If you throw the whole thing in there, you're gonna have a beautiful carrot soup, without a doubt.
We have a carrot soup here.
We're having carrot puree. Exactly. So right here, we wanna have the consistency of texture to be mixed. So I'm gonna mix it really quick. If you get that chef cam, we can see them and show them what the texture, what we're looking for,
well,
okay?
Looky, looky, looky. Ask and you shall receive, because that beautiful texture in here.
Velvet.
Is velvety. Exactly.
Velvety.
It's smooth and it's velvety. And look at how it's moving with the spoon here.
That's beautiful. So now we have to taste it, right? We always have our famous taste.
Come on now.
So this one's for
Thank you, Chef.
This one's for me. Just a little more salt,
a
and
little
that's
bit.
it.
But the cinnamon is what I'm getting right now.
It just hits you right in the back.
It just gets you right there. But it is exactly what you're talking about. It's that warmth that you're thinking of, that's nostalgia in there, and just that little bit of salt.
I got a secret for everybody. Remember I said liquid gold?
You did.
Okay, so this is our duck
liquid
fat.
gold. Because it was GBD duck.
GBD duck, as we got.
To make liquid gold, because liquid gold is now going to turn into
liquid gold.
Liquid gold. More flavor here.
So we're going to stick that fat in there,
absolutely,
that duck fat, and we're going to enhance that flavor. Turn it on. Just. Now the surprise is when it all comes together. So here we go with this beautiful carrot puree. Come over here.
I love it. To get this duck for your dinner, Chef Jonathan's recipes for everything he's been making today are at our website, dinnerdeas.com. Get your phone pointed at that QR code with your camera, and a link to us will appear.
So we're going to plate.
See, and this is the fun part too, because purees really are the entry point for anybody at home to really think about plating. And now it's not just about just putting it into like a side of the bowl, but now there's a level of finesse. There's a little bit of artwork behind it. This is where you get to really have that level of creativity come through. Purees are really the entry point in. And so folks, take advantage of it. Have fun with your plates. Play with the shape too. Here we have a round plate. We're going in round circular motions for it there to play off of it.
We're gonna grab this beautiful duck right here, and we're gonna cut this bad boy. We'll take this one.
That's the one.
This is the one. I feel it. I feel the power in
this. This is the one.
This is the one I feel. Let's see. We're right.
The moment of truth.
Let's find out. But you can't just do yours, not mine.
Yeah, I mean,
right?
Come on now. This is for the two of us to have fun with it.
So.
Now, is this the color that you're looking for? Because we got a beautiful color over on our fat side, but is the duck where you want it to be?
So the duck is where I want it to be.
Okay.
And we're going to just shimmy that down right there.
Love it.
Grab some berry compote.
Absolutely fantastic.
Of course. Can't have one without the other. Look at that. Look at that coloration.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's absolutely
the deepness behind that is just absolutely fantastic. And not just in the color, but what that's going to represent for that plate, and that beautiful tartness and the acidity to break down all that richness that's coming through with that fat.
And then we'll just hit it up a little bit. We said garden, right? Did we say like foresty?
Yes, we're going through a nice little foraging
of the day. Foraging of the day.
Okay, so just a little bit of some microgreens?
Microgreens in the flour.
And where can you find microgreens?
You can find microgreens in any store. Honestly,
they're accessible.
It's so accessible.
Oh, I love it because
we take this little juice right here, and then we're just gonna.
Oh yeah, let that just dance right there on that plate. Come on,
and that is our duck dish.
It looks absolutely beautiful because it's time to get the duck out of here and over to the table for us to taste when we come back from this quick break ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Duck Diaz. I mean, sorry guys, it's Dinner Diaz, right? Still, it's Dinner Diaz. We're delivering on a recipe request though today, and it came all the way from Baltimore Barbie 1, who follow us on Instagram when we are at Dinner Diaz. She wanted us to do duck, so that's what we did. We brought in our friend Sally Mar's executive chef, Jonathan Rodriguez, who's been sharing his recipe for this beautiful pan-seared duck with this amazing berry compote and a carrot puree that's just the base.
Appreciate it.
I love it.
This is delicious.
This is a work of art. Like, it's a shame to actually go into it, but I'm sorry, folks, we have to do it.
We have to.
So what should we be tasting here?
So we should be tasting a whole bunch of combinations of flavor. So between the duck and that carrot puree and that berry compote, you're just gonna feel an amazing even balance. That's sweet. And duck's a little gamey meat, so it's that evenly subject,
But it's out of this world fantastic. And what's beautiful about it is it's that layering of flavors that's happening. Because that berry compote, I mean, the purpose of putting it on the plate was, for the tartness, for that acidity, right?
Correct. And that lemon juice and that orange juice just married each other with the berries.
because it's not too sweet.
Correct. Yeah, it's just so. I mean, this is. If they make this tonight, somebody's getting married.
Someone's getting married. This is a married dinner here on that one here. I'm gonna be married to this duck. I mean, literally. Sorry, babe. I love you, Beth, but this duck is. No, I'm kidding. I would always be married to you, sweetheart. But this duck, though, it is GBD. Okay.
Golden brown delicious. I mean, it literally is, and the flavors are just. I mean, just such an even balance, man.
So you happy with the duck?
I love the duck. I think we did a phenomenal job as far as like giving it that beautiful GBD. And the cooking and the seasoning is perfected. Obviously, we took a little bit more attentiveness when it comes to the flavoring for the carrot puree. Carrot puree, you can taste that garlic, you can taste that cinnamon, you can see how beautiful popped it is. And that duck fat, remember that duck fat, don't forget that was a secret ingredient to throw in and enhance that flavor. So
bing, it just took it up an absolute notch. You did it, my friend, because this is an absolute showstopper. Thank you. I don't even know if I want to finish the rest of it, but I will, because thanks again to Chef Jonathan Rodriguez. A link to his rooftop restaurant, Salimar, is at our website, dinnerdias.com, along with everything he's made today. And if you make it, send us a picture and let us know how it turned out. And if there's anything that you want us to make, let us know that too. I'm Jeff Philbin. Thanks for watching, and see you next time with more Dinner Dias.
Thanks for watching Dinner Dias. And remember, anytime you're hungry for a great dinner idea, just go to dinnerdias.com.